Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. This is most likely an exam question or an assignment question. So we want to find the final temperature using ideal gas, compressibility chart, and using the table. Okay, so we've got saturated water vapor at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, heated at a constant pressure until the volume doubles. Step 1, draw your free body diagram, your FBD. This will help you visualize the problem. Step 2, list all the given variables, find the unknowns. Step 3, find the final temperature formula. In this case, it will be the initial temperature multiplied by the volume ratio, which is 2. So first, step 4, find the final temperature. So we want to make sure it's in absolute, which is 400 plus 460 is 860 Rankine, multiplied by 2, that's 1720 Rankine for ideal gas. Step 5, find the final temperature for the compressibility chart. So the T final is equal to P final multiplied by the little v final divided by Z final multiplied by R. So let's find the final pressure. So it's constant pressure, so initial and final is the same. And we're going to use the saturated pressure because they said it was at saturated vapor. So we go to the table at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and the saturated pressure will be 247.26 psia at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 7, find the final specific volume formula. So it's the initial multiplied by 2. So from the table, we go to the saturated vapor. So it will be the specific volume for the vapor. So it's 1.8639, and then you gotta multiply it by 2. So it becomes 3.7278 foot cube per pound mass, or lbm. Okay, so we found the V final and P final. So we found the numerator. So now we need the denominator. So to find Z, we need the reduced pressure and reduced volume. We can't use reduced temperature because we're trying to find the final temperature. So step 10, we want to find the reduced pressure formula. So it's initial pressure divided by the critical. So we've got the initial pressure, so we need to find the critical. So from the table, it'll be 3,200 psia. Step 12, we can now find the reduced pressure. So in step 6, we've got 247.26 psia. And when you divide that by 3,200 psia, you get 0.07726. Step 13, find the specific volume formula. So it's the V final divided by R multiplied by T critical divided by P critical. So step 14, we need to find the T critical, which is the same as the P critical table. So that's 1164.8 Rankine. Step 15, find the gas constant of steam/water. Same as the P critical table, which is 0.59 0.56 psia foot cubed pound mass Rankine. So we're almost there. We're just missing the Z value. So step 16, find the specific volume. So we found all these values before. Now we just plug it in. So plug and play. You get 17.19. So now we can find the final Z factor. And in the open source compressibility chart, it is 0.9850. So if you got your textbook or PDF, you can go to the back of it and find it, or you can Google search. For copyright reasons, I just used open source calculator or chart GUI. Okay. So step 18, we can now backtrack and go find our final temperature for compressibility chart. So you plug in all the values in your graphic calculator and you'll find 1571.14 Rankine. So that is the answer for part B. Just to recap, part A is up here. So this is part A. Okay, so coming back to part C. So now we're going to find the table. So you would think it's pretty straightforward. We go to the saturated table at 400 degrees Fahrenheit using the final pressure, and then we compare it with the final volume. So we check the saturated table, and this volume is greater than saturated vapor. That means it's superheated. So we need to go to the superheated table using these values. As you can see, it is somewhere in between. So our final temperature is in between 1000 and 1200 because our final specific volume is 3.7. So it's in between 3.9 and 3.4. So that means we need to linear interpolate. So step 21, we're going to find the final temperature from the table using linear interpolation. This is the general formula for the ratio method of linear interpolation. So it's just max minus min, max minus the given on one side, and then max minus min divided by the unknown minus the minimum. So as you can see, on the left hand side is the specific volume, on the right hand side is the temperature. So once you linear interpolate, you'll get 1117.53 degrees Fahrenheit. You add 460, you get 1577.53 Rankine. So that is the final answer for part C. Disclaimers: the method is correct, however I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Now before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC just in case this video or channel gets taken down. While I follow all copyright laws, sometimes things happen. You can do this by using sniffing tool if you never used sniffing tool before. Follow these instructions. If you're on a Mac, use the Mac equivalent of sniffing tool. Click on the taskbar icon for sniffing tool. If it's not there, go to your Windows search, type in sniffing tool, open up the program, click on the video option, click on new, left click and drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. This is just an example. Hit the start button and snipping tool, wait for the countdown, hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish, hit the red square and snipping tool to stop recording, and then save your video. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends, because this is a made up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you find a mistake in this video, leave it in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.